Welcome to the Madroit Podcast. We bring you bite-sized marketing and sales insights to help you level up, no matter the size of your business. Tune in and answer the big question, what does marketing actually do?
Hello, everyone. We are really excited to dive in today. So after our last episode, we received a request to give some step-by-step examples on AI. So as a result, we're kicking off a 3-part series on how to use AI starting today with prompting. Because let's be real, there's a lot of noise out there and a lot of things that you can use and you can try to implement. So we're going to help you cut through it and actually try to put AI to work for you. So who is this episode for? This is going to be geared more towards beginners who just want to start using AI, and we'll be looking to get into more advanced topics in the next couple of episodes. But as far as today is concerned, Win, kick us off. What is this episode really all about?
Yeah, it's not about building robots or crazy automations. It's about helping normal business owners, normal people working in business, figure out how to start using AI and save time and spark some ideas, make things a little more efficient. So today we're talking about prompting, how you talk to AI tools like ChatGPT to actually get good, useful, and usable results.
So I think just going right into what is a prompt and why ultimately does it even matter? Let's break that down. So a prompt is just the question or the instruction that you're giving to AI. But the way that you ask really matters a lot. An example of maybe a not so specific prompt, or what we would call more so like a bad prompt. Write a blog post about plumbing. It's very open to interpretation. We want to be a little bit more precise with what we're giving AI and then letting them take it from there. So a better prompt would be write a helpful 500-word blog post for a local Grand Rapids plumbing company on what to do if your pipes freeze in the winter. So with that, I would give probably the greatest example of a prompt where we're going to get a little bit more precise and exactly what we're talking about and who we're targeting. So a great example would be you're a local marketing expert, write a 500-word blog for a plumbing company in Grand Rapids, targeting homeowners who want to prevent frozen pipes. Use a friendly tone, include a call to action, and structure it with headers. As you can see, when we talk about starting off with our bad prompt to our great prompt, there is a pretty substantial difference in what I'm asking ChatGPT and how I'm asking it to write. So ultimately, the more context you give, the better the results are going to be.
Yeah, those are great examples going from bad, better to great. And jumping into it, like the anatomy of a great AI prompt. Here's a simple framework I use all the time when using AI tools, ChatGPT specifically, but works with most of them, right? So giving it a role, who do you like the AI to act? Ask, what do you want them to do? Audience or goal, what do you want to happen? Who is it for? Something like that. Tone and style, like how do you want them to communicate? And then format, like what do you want the end result of the response to be? And you hit all of those on the great prompt, right? Your last example there. You have the role, the task, audience, you have the tone, and you have the format. You don't have to hit all these every time, but the more you wear it in, the better results you will get from each AI response.
Yeah, and I think the goal here is to try to give some real world examples, which is what we laid out in the bad, better, best. So some more real world examples to give. So getting tactical, here's a few prompt examples we've used or coach clients through that turn into real results. One example would be you're a social media expert. Write 3 Instagram captions for a local landscape company promoting spring cleanup services. Keep it casual, include emojis, and end with a call to action. Again, very specific about what we want it to accomplish. Another one would be write a voicemail script for an HVAC company, following up on a quote request. Keep it friendly, short, and clear. Another would be help me create a 5-question post-service survey for my veterinary clinic to learn how we can improve customer experience. So I think the big thing here is these aren't theoretical. This is stuff that people are using today to speed things up and sound more professional. I think we've talked with a number of clients that have a lot of ideas and they want to be able to execute on some things, but they can't quite get to them. This is a great way to integrate AI into your workflow to really help you accomplish these things. Like we laid out right there at the end, a post-service survey. That should be something that is happening every single time and going out very quickly after you performed your service. So it's a great way for AI to come in and help right away.
And ideally, right, you have that on some sort of automation, but just creating that so you can use that automation or send it to your first 5 clients or customers is like just doing it manually. Great, but using AI to generate that quickly, and of course, editing it, right? Talking about how to practice prompting, easy to practice, right? Takes a few prompts like you shared there. You just have to be curious and you have to be willing to make some tweaks to the responses that you get. So starting small is really important. Asking follow-up questions. So like some of those prompts, the 5-question post-service survey. 3 of the questions might be great. 2 might be something you really don't care about or wouldn't ask because they're not relevant. So following up in that chat thread, like first 2, not great. Add more like this, or give me 5 new ones and I'll pick the best 5 out of the 10. Conversing with the chat, with the AI tool, just like a conversation, asking follow-up questions, treating it like it's someone, weird to say, but treating it like it's someone to like, hey, this one's good, this one's bad, create 5 more ideas for me, right, to review. And then with that, as you start practicing and using it, saving your best prompts for reuse is really helpful. Yeah. And then one last one, practice really like the voice to text feature.
Yeah.
Most of them have it. I talk to ChatGPT as my best friend at times. Start the day off with back and forth going at it, trying to accomplish something for the day. And it's such a great way to go about it because you don't have to remember this prompt and write this whole thing out just to get a response. That's a simple thing, right? Like a 5-question survey. Like how much do you want to write just for the prompt to get that?
Right.
Probably a ton, but if you just talk to the application, ChatGPT, in our case, most of the time, it's really easy to share all that. Like you're a marketing expert for a home service company. We need to follow each service with a quick survey. Just talking out loud, it's so quick. Get so much out of it that way. So I think practicing and getting used to it, that's a great place to start for beginners, especially.
I agree 100%. I think one of the things you brought up there is being conversational with it. Dude, I still pump up ChatGPT when it gives me like a great response. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. But I think that for me is a way to allow it to familiarize itself with me and for me to do the same. And ultimately getting to the point of where it's kicking out customized information based on what it is that you want it to kick out. Ultimately, the more you give it, the better off you're going to be.
Exactly. Garbage in, garbage out, and appreciation in, better results out. Some people are mean to ChatGPT. I don't get that. You might get slightly better results at times, but I, as a person, don't want to stoop to that level to get better results in any aspect. So that's why I don't do it that way. I'm not mean to AI, this program that's not a real thing, real person. Yeah. Garbage in, garbage out, and sharing that feedback and reinforcing the things you do like, it does pay off. And especially as these AI platforms, memory increases and they remember more, organize more information, it does help in the future. So you don't have to give it as much information in the future. So that's for another day, advanced topic. Yeah. Beginners using AI, simply going over it and practicing the way we mentioned, you'll get really into it and you'll get far.
Yeah.
That's an AI is a magic, but it is a multiplier. It's not going to replace everyone on your team, but it will help everyone on your team work more effectively, produce more, whether it's content or work or output that person is working on at a faster rate and probably in a more detailed way that is more helpful for your business.
Yeah, that's the goal here. We become more efficient. Can we increase our output while not necessarily taking more time? That is our crash course in how to start using AI the right way. If this helped you, please feel free to share it with a teammate or business friend who's still stuck on the sidelines trying to get used to integrating AI into their everyday routine. Be sure to tune into our next episode as we get a little bit more advanced with what you can do with AI.
That's all for this episode of the Madroit Podcast. Please make sure to like and subscribe. If you have any questions that you want us to talk about on the pod or want to get in touch with us, please visit madroitmarketing.com/podcast. Thanks for listening.